Hi there everybody, it's Sanna here today. I'm going to do scrapbook layout today with Studio Tekturek products and also using one of my new stencil designs that are available at stamplorations.com. And this one is called Painted Scales, and then I'm planning on using just one black and white photo and plenty of the Strawberry Shake Summer 2020 collection. I've got bits and bobs prepared, but I might also add to this from the collection stickers, washi tape, alphas, so that will probably be added during I prepare a layout. I have a basic idea in my mind, but usually it takes on a life of its own at some time of the process. So I'm going to start with the basic idea and then let's see where it takes me. So the papers that I've prepared are this one. This is the paper number 8 and 7. Then also a little piece of that one, of another paper, and then paper number 10 with these nice journaling cards, and the backside looks like this. This is the number 9, and that one I showed you in a little piece already. This one is the paper number 1 and 2. I haven't decided which one I want to use. Then also this polka dot paper that I really like. This is the paper number 3, and the tiny hearts here are going to be used for this layout for sure too. And then as my background I've chosen this beautiful yellow and white striped paper, and it's paper number 6 from the Strawberry Shake collection. And on the back side you have this paper number 5 with these beautiful leaves, but for this purpose I've chosen to use the yellow paper, and this is my picture. So that's me wearing mask during the pandemic, which is still going on, and I wanted to scrap a page about that, about 2020 and having to adjust to this new normal life, and that's what my idea was for this page. And first what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away these strips underneath, because I don't need these, I don't want these on my layout. So I'm just taking a paper trimmer and cutting them away, and then I'm going from there. And I'm thinking I'm using this particular piece here for tucking under my photo, so I'm cutting it out because the colors and the stripes really match nicely together with the yellow ones. So I'm taking this one. Then I was thinking about, where is it? I had another one prepared. Just hold on, I'm going to look for that one. Oh yeah, it was here. It was on the paper number 12. I forgot to show you this one, so I've used plenty of these already. And I thought I'd use this one that says Dear Diary, because it matched. Then I can add the journaling behind the photo on this journaling card later, and the color also matches with everything else, and I really like this because it's obvious there's going to be something written on this card if it's showing out like this, and this other one is going to probably go here, and I could even just use a little bit and then leave the rest for another layout. So that's the basic idea, and from now on I'm going to just do a fast forward with background music. I hope you enjoy this, watching this start to finish video. And for additional decor, I've chosen to use this painted scales stencil by Stamplations. This is one of my own designs there, and I'm going to use the Nuvo embellishment mousse, and this color is Pacific Teal because I think it matches the colors here really nicely. And I'm going to apply it with this blending brush, which actually is a makeup brush, but I don't do so much makeup, so I don't need them for makeup. I'd rather use them for scrapbooking. And I'm just going to apply a really thin layer. I'm hoping this idea works. Over here onto this side and just a little bit over here. So let's see, and this will just add a little touch of color and shine to the background, but it's still a see-through kind of tone, which works for this idea much better than a thick layer of the mousse. And it's still going to be really, really shiny. Just removing those there so that I don't get any color on those papers. And I'm just basically applying the color in circular motion with the brush. And creating a pattern over here. And I don't mind if it's not really perfect. And that's the pattern on that side, and let's do a little bit over here too. So let's pick a spot like here, and this is a little bit iridescent, pearly kind of mousse, so you get a really nice shine in addition to the color onto the page. And you will only see parts of that when the layout is done. And over this scaled, painted scales pattern, I'm going to add some stamping with black stamping, and I'm going to use the Hero Arts chalkboard black. That is one of my all-time favorites, in addition to the Rangers Jet Black archival ink. And I've picked a stamp from my stamp collection. This is a clear stamp set by Technique Tuesday, and this is a set by Ali Edwards, and this goes quite a while back in time. I think this is 2011, so I don't think this is available anymore anywhere. Maybe you can find it at eBay or somewhere. These were my favorite stamps. She did a big series of different types of everyday stamp sets. Maybe you can check her website for similar ones. And these match really well the 2020 pandemic theme about everyday and recording history. I want to remember life as an adventure, documenting the journey and moments and memories. I'm going to use them just very randomly on the background, so you could basically take any word stamps that you find that match the theme and use those. These are just the ones that I have at home and I want to use because they are simple and they perfectly match the scrapbooking theme of this page. So I'm just going to start placing them here on top of the layer that I did earlier, and I'm going to do several at once. So I'm going to put one here, you know, just repeat the stamping throughout the page. And this one says, I want to remember. Yeah, well, we will all remember this time, won't we? But, you know, it just matches the layout theme. And then this one says, remembering, recording history. Yeah, one day this also will pass and it will be history, so let's put that there. And then life is an adventure. It truly is. So I'm just creating a pattern onto the background. You could also take a letter, like alphabet stamp, and just stamp alphas onto the background. That would also create a really nice pattern. But whatever you prefer. And you won't even see everything when this is done, so something will be covered. You cannot read everything, so you can totally go with alphas too. And at some parts I'm just going to take a piece of scrap paper and do only a partial, like here it says only documenting instead of the whole word. And I think this one we didn't use yet, some moments and memories, or we did, doesn't matter yet. Let's do it again. Put it over here. Just do the moments and then maybe do the memories on this side here, like that. So you can use single words from a saying too, doesn't have to be the whole word. History, let's do history here. That will be a fun one over there. And then let's do the whole word here. And I like the everyday beauty. Let's do that again. And let's do everyday here. Somewhere here. And that's it. So this one would be ready and finished. So you get this pattern on the background basically. It's nothing more to that. And here I'm also just going to use the journey. And let's do I want to remember on the bottom. Okay, I think that's enough. I think that's good. And while we are at it, let's add some spray ink onto the background, some splotches and splatters. I cannot live without these on scrapbooking layouts, so I'm just going to do very random ones here and there, just to add some details. Oopsie, that was quite a lot, but doesn't matter. Let's take a piece of fabric and take some of it off, so we only get the shine over there too. And let's leave that to dry and then come back to it. So my background is basically done, and I'm going to just build upon this thing here. I'll just leave it to dry for a second and be back very soon. I'm going to do a little addition to the page. I saw this blue color over here and I thought it would really look nice if I had a blue background. So I get this this color repeated on the background there. So I'm just going to cut this a little bit smaller and save the stripes, and then go from there with the blue background. So I'm taking, sorry, that's my son. I'm going to close the door. I think he's on his computer, so sorry for those screams of joy. And I am going to put this over here, and then I get this really nice blue background. So the colors are repeated there, and I really like how that looks like. So you have it on the bottom. Let me move the camera a little bit. So you have it on the bottom and on the upper round there. I'm just going to close the door because obviously there are background noises there. Okay, so I'm back without any background noises. So I've got this really nice blue color going on the background and here also. So then I get the really nice shade repeated there. Can you see that shine that creates, that blue tone there? That stenciled one, I really love that one. So now I'm just going to adhere all these pieces together and then finish the layout with adding some decoration here and there. I'm using always a liquid glue because that's just my go-to adhesive. There's nothing, and it sticks really well to the page once it's dry, so nothing's coming off. I hate the tapes that, you know, are of not so good quality. I've had bad experiences with them, and then you put this layout into your album, photo album, and then like in 2 years time everything's falling off, and I really don't like that. I don't want to recreate the layouts again because the glue is of poor quality. That's why I'm using liquid glue. This tacky glue by Aleene's is really great for this type of work. That's why that's my go-to adhesive for this purpose. For cards and other things, tape is fine. But for these purposes, they need to hold for ages and ages. That's why I'm using a liquid glue here. And then I'm just going to adhere these pieces on top. And I added some black ink around the papers to make them pop from the background, to add more contrast, and I think that works really well here. So I'm just going to put these on place, again going through with the adhesive, and this will stick for sure, never coming off again unless I rip it off, and then it's going to ruin the page anyhow. But once it sticks really well. And I think this color works really well, this blue color works really well with this collection. Adds a really nice contrast to the page. And this adhesive dries clear, so you don't have to worry about getting adhesive residues that are peeking outside the papers and look really ugly. That's not going to happen because it dries clear. And you need only so little of this adhesive. Okay, so I've got my base down. Then this will be the journaling. This will be my photo. I want the Dear Diary to show. And then put this on the bottom here. And this one I can adhere on place. It doesn't have to move. This one should be able to move, so I'm just going to adhere the photo slightly on the edges and put it really carefully onto the paper so that the glue doesn't run around. That way I can still add this journaling card, tuck it in there really easy. But for this piece, this can go here and stay there. So I'm just going to add a little bit adhesive there to keep it from moving, and then some here. And then the photo. This is a little bit tricky because we only need just a little. We put on some on the bottom and then really slightly around the edges so that the photo still fits into this pocket that we create with the photo. And I'm even going to take off some of the adhesive with my fingers so that it doesn't spread around that much, because just a little will go a long way. And then put this here on place and just hold it for a while so that it will stick to the where it's supposed to be. And then when that's dry, I'm going to put this photo in there. And as you can see, you can't read everything, so you can just imagine what it says there, but it's a nice addition to the background. Adds a little bit interest to the papers. And then I'm going to arrange all these pieces. I've got 3 on this side. 1, 2, 3. And I want them to go a little bit over the text there. And just cut the residue off. And then I've got 4 here, and I'm only going to need a little piece and leave the rest for, I don't know, for example, for a card. You could use them for, I just want them to be as thick as these ones, that's why there's 4 pieces here and 3 thicker ones here. And I'm going to adhere them on place also. And because there's black around the edges, they kind of pop out of the page much better because of the additional contrast that I've added with the ink. And the last one. There. Let's put a little bit of adhesive onto the top there, and then do the same here. 1, 2, and even though it says Strawberry Shake collection and it's a summer collection, I think, in my personal opinion, this collection has just bold, fun, happy colors, and it can be used all year round. So if you're doing pages like these that are, you know, stories about yourself or everyday life, this collection works really well with those kind of pages. Doesn't have to be a summer photo that you're using with these colors. You can totally go all year round using these papers. That's my opinion, at least. And then I'm just going to flip this around and cut away the residues. And I'm also going to keep these residues, like the bigger ones at least, maybe this one not, but the other ones, because I could use them for cards or ATCs or whatever. So I'm putting these into a box where I've got all kinds of scraps, and I can do something fun with those later. And then let's do the same here. And these for sure are going to be saved, because I can use these for so many fun things. Maybe I'll create a card again, like last month, with the residues, so you can see them in action actually. And that's it. And if you want to go and add some color to the side here, like you get this, take a thicker pen, like this is an acrylic marker, and carefully just go around the edge here. Well, it should write first, I think. And just go through this area here to add the color, so then you've got like everything covered with the black. And it's just a finishing touch that is nice for the eye. It completes the layout. Nothing more to that. You can totally also leave that away or cut them in size, ink around, and then adhere them. But you know, my brain doesn't work that way. I just go with it and then figure out, oh yeah, I forgot the black here, and what am I going to do now? And this is what I usually do. So just go around the edge with the pen and pull through. Draw through it, and you get a nice line there. And that's it. You've got the black everywhere. Okay, and now let's add some decoration to the page. Let's see if that still fits. It does. Great. So I'm going to leave that there, and then there's going to be some journaling inside at the end. And this is the basic layout. So I've got this cross pattern or this plus pattern there, and some nice colors. And then I'm going to add just some fun details, I think. Maybe just some stickers. We'll see. So I went and added a little piece of chipboard there. This is from the company called, these are a little bit damaged in transport, but it doesn't matter because I only use bits and pieces. These are by Vikinanka. It's a Polish company also, and I think they've been sold to a new owner. I used to be on their design team years and years ago, and I still have so many lovely chipboard pieces by them, and this particular piece really fits this layout, I think, so I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to create the title somewhere here, I think, using these alphas here. So I'm just going to do, let's see what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to leave these out and take another color. So let's do light pink, dark pink, and orange. So I'm going to use this. Let's do the here. I'm just going to do the new normal over there with these alphas, because I think it will look good in there between the words that are just hitting under these banners here. So I get interest in color. Like that. So it says the new normal over there, and then I'm just going to, it's a tiny little title there, and then I'm going to add a fun piece underneath and add some words. I thought this one might look good over here, so I'm putting this here, and then maybe let's put another one somewhere. Haven't decided where. Maybe use these ones, the other ones, because the color fits and the size is perfect. So maybe do one over here. Just adding them really randomly. And then let's do one, I don't know, let's put one, I think I like it here more. Let's put one here, and I'm just going to add some words over there and then do this fun. Okay, let's say home fits the pandemic, really perfect, so let's put that there. Let's stay home. This is not my jam, I like that one too a lot. Does it fit over there? Or maybe I should put it over here. I put it over here, I like it here more. This is not my jam. Super Bad. I think Super Bad fits this layout really well too. Let's put it here. This is tricky, I like this one. This is tricky. I want it over here, and I can add a little piece of foam pad or underneath because it's a little bit higher. So let's sneak a little foam pad underneath. That works great. Let's use these up. Let's put an over here. No, this is not my jam. Let's stay home. This is tricky, Super Bad. Let's put this oh no's over there too, somewhere. Maybe here. I don't know yet. There. And then this one, ha 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 no. It says ha 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 no. Yep, that's pretty much the mood we are all in already. And I'm going to cut this apart. I'm just going to use the words not again and leave out the Monday, because I think that looks better than not Monday again, because it's not about the layout, it's not about a day, it's about a pandemic. Okay, so I'm pretty much done, and maybe I'll just add some Bramble Fox acrylic pieces to this one, but that's the basic layout. And then add the journaling here, and then show you the finished page. So that's the layout of October, and I'll be back with another layout next month, also on the 29th. So if you care to join me for a little scrapbooking session, then would be lovely to see you again. And I'll just decorate and finish this page and show you what I ended up with at the end of this video. So thanks so much for watching and coming by my YouTube channel and joining me for this scrapbooking afternoon. Thanks for watching, see you soon, bye. Okay, so I'm done with decorating this page. I didn't do much. I added the Bramble Fox pink stars onto the layout. They are a little bit more dimensional, so they stand out of the page, and I like that effect they create. Then I outlined all the stickers with a black pen, and just make sure that's a marker or a pen that you're using that writes on a CD or plastic or something like that, because the stickers have a different consistency than paper, so that it doesn't smear around when you're writing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I added some journaling here, just a little bit info, and then the writing and the text is all hidden behind this photo. So that is my October layout, and it's all done. And I could show you some close-ups also, if I'm moving slowly around, so you can see what I've done in the end. And that's the page. That's it. See you next month again with another scrapbooking layout for Studio Tekturek. Bye.